Hello Cancers, welcome back to Timsy Naked Tarot if you are a regular viewer. If you are new here, well, welcome to the Tarot team. I hope you jump on board, subscribe and join in for future reads. Okay, we are doing an old and new read for you today. Basically, this could be the end of a cycle and a beginning of a new cycle. And the way we'll do this is we'll pick two cards out of this deck here. This is, there you go, two cards out of that deck there, just like that. And we'll put one there and one there. That is the person connected to the old cycle. This is the person connected to the new cycle. Okay, so that's our starting point. Yeah, and then we'll pick some cards out of here as well. This is linked to the all signs overview I done for the full moon in Scorpio. For that particular read, you had the Page of Wands come out. So this read is somehow connected to maybe an impulsive action. Like you saw an opportunity, you jumped on it, and this could be either the new cycle beginning or the old cycle ending. Maybe the impulsive action has come to an end, has run its course, and now you're starting something new. Or perhaps the old cycle's come to an end, and that is kind of encouraging you jumping on board this new one with this Page of Wands. It could also be indicating a younger fire sign, but that's not really what it's about. And it could also kind of maybe be indicating someone else is jumping on board a impulsive action. Okay, so it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Not every read can. Perhaps you're working from a different aspect of your birth chart. Go and check out that all signs overview. There is a link in the description for it. See what else resonates with you. If it does, go and watch that instead. Okay, so we had the Strength card and we had the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Strength card is all about having courage to do something, or perhaps having courage not to do something. But obviously, to have courage to do something, it means you fear that situation. And the Five of Pentacles is a financial hardship. Maybe you're impulsively putting your money somewhere where it's a bit risky or something like that, and you don't really know the outcome from it. Or it could be possibly in the more social aspects, being frozen out of a situation. Maybe your new person has been frozen out by you and they're taking like a leap of faith. They're getting the courage up to talk to you about it or something like that. Okay, I'm just going to clear my throat quickly and then we'll carry on. Okay, the way we'll do the energies is this is the energy of the old situation. And I'll put that there. Okay, and this is the energy of the potential outcome from that old situation. This is the energy of the new situation. This is the potential outcome for the new situation. From the bottom of the deck, we'll take a bridging energy, something what kind of connects the two. Okay, so we'll put them out there out the way. Let's just focus my camera in a bit better. So we got the 10 of clubs connected to your old situation, whatever your old situation may be for you, the cycle you're currently in coming to an end, perhaps, and your old situation might have only just started, and this could be a very predictive read and moving on to the future further down the line. The 10 of clubs is a much older fire sign. That's like a parent-child age gap. Okay, not calling you a child or not calling them your parent, but it's that sort of age gap, sort of 18, 19 plus years older than you. The old situation was the Knight of Pentacles, which is sort of like a slow, plodding along energy, preparing your way, making sure everything which could block you has got some sort of countermeasure to it to stop it from blocking you. We got the Three of Swords and the Four of Cups, clarifying this. So it's pain of some description. This could be like a breakup with this older person. And again, or because I say breakup, doesn't necessarily mean it was a romantic situation. This could be a friend and you're breaking up your friendship with them. This could be your boss, and maybe you're leaving the company going to pastors new. Maybe you're going to pastors new. Maybe you're going to pastures new as well. And with the Four of Cups, I'm going to say it's the search for the meaning of life, if that makes sense to you. It's kind of like there's something missing. There's something missing out of your life, and this was the cycle to try to find it and replace it. Okay, you could look at it as you've got 3 cups in front of you already, and you're bored with them 3 cups, and you want something new in life, and that's what you were out hunting for. And it's kind of like that sort of energy. The card does sometimes indicate boredom with a situation. It has been going on for a long time, that Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see what's crossing the bottom of this. The Queen of Pentacles is crossing the bottom of this. I'm going to clear my throat again, sorry. It's an early morning read for me, and I'm all phlegmy and everything. And it always gives me an excuse to have some of my tea. Right, okay, so crossing this is the Queen of Pentacles, the driving force of this energy, if you will. It's, I'm going to say it's being comfortable. Yeah, this situation, you're comfortable in this situation. It might be where you've got a little bit bored of it. It's like the rut sometimes. If you're in a relationship with someone, and I am now more referring to a romantic type relationship, you get in a rut. You get into that situation where you wake up in the morning, you go to work, you come back, you see the partner, because the partner was still asleep when you left for work, and they do your dinner, or you do their dinner, however it may be. You sit there on the sofa for a little while, you sort out the kids if there's kids involved, you get ready, you go to bed, and you might roll over, kiss them, and then the whole cycle starts off again. And that's the 4 cups again. It's creating a boredom, but it's also an indication that there's something missing, because you're just rolling through the cycle, so to speak. You're just going with the motions, doing the motions, just to sort of like, because that's what you do. Okay, it could also be the fact that you may be financially giving somewhere as well, which is creating this. Maybe you're, I don't know, sharing a house or a flat or apartment with someone, and you seem to be the one who does all the work. Okay, you're giving to the situation more than the other person, and that's causing the pain. Okay, the pain could be numerous different things. That could be a physical pain, it could be a mental pain, it could be an emotional pain, but there is this element of, I feel this element of you're sort of trying to give to this, but it's stuck in this rut, and that's what's causing the pain. Okay, so yeah, okay, so let's see where the outcome for this is going, which, well, does kind of make sense that the Queen of Swords has come out, because, well, it's the end of a cycle, and this is kind of like an ending. This represents divorce or separation in relationships. It could be emotional coldness. Okay, maybe you're starting to become emotionally cold to the situation. Maybe they're becoming emotionally cold to the situation. But it's kind of saying the situation hasn't quite ended for you yet. Okay, and as I said, I don't think in any of my other ones of these I've ever done, I have said that this might have only just started for you, and you've got a long way before the new one starts. But this is definitely an indication that it's coming to an end. It hasn't ended yet. Okay, because the Queen of Swords, she knows the truth, but she hasn't acted upon the truth. In this particular case, you know that this situation has to come to an end, but you haven't acted upon that yet. And clarifying it is the Queen of Swords. Everything I just said. Okay? Although it is a step closer to ending it. This Queen of Swords is just there, resting her hand on the sword, contemplating how to do this. This Queen of Swords has actually raised her sword. She's ready to now act, but she's still holding back. Her other hand is like out there saying, no, just hold you on a second. Let's just think about this for a little while longer. The fact that the Queen of Swords has come out in the outcome here is an indication that that Page of Wands from the All Signs overview is probably more likely this side. Okay, so yeah, so we're still waiting. We're still waiting to bring this to the end. This could be the other person. This could be the other person wanting to bring this to the end, and maybe you're the one sort of saying, no, let's just think about it. Let's just weigh up what's involved here. Let's just take our time with this. Let's not rush into it. But the Empress is also coming out. And that is, I'm actually going to say that is you in this particular read. That's you taking control. Okay? The Empress is fertile. The Empress is positive. The Empress is all those wonderful things. All the good qualities out of all the queens. She's caring. She's nurturing. She's loving. She's generous. She sort of acts upon the truth as and when it needs to be acted upon. She doesn't rush into things. And she is extremely attractive. Now, that attraction pulls everything into your life, not just the good. But you also, with the knowledge of the Queen of Wands, you know what is good and what is bad and what you need to keep and what you need to get rid of. And so the outcome of this is I'm actually going to say you holding back on the situation. It's you not quite finishing it yet. You're not saying it's not quite at the end. With the Empress backing you up there, you're making sure that when it does come to an end, it is a final ending. Okay, cutting all the ties, crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's. Because the potential outcome for this is healing. You're healing from this pain. You're healing from this situation. This pain could be anything, really. It could be the betrayal of a trust from your friend. It could be a betrayal from your trust for a lover. It could be sort of like an argument you've had with your boss, which is making you move on. Okay, but with that Four of Swords coming out there, it's you're just taking your time to heal. You know you have to heal. You know this ending which is coming is going to help you heal. You just need to actually let it happen. Right. Okay, so before we start on the next lot, I'm just going to pause you again. I think I got it good that time. Right. Okay, so the news cycle and the Ace of Pentacles. What an interesting card to come out for the news cycle, because that's a new beginning. That's a grounded beginning. That's a big, solid beginning. That's again, it's a slow beginning though. You're coming out of an extremely long, drawn out, slow cycle, going into another long, slow cycle. And in this particular case, this could be Jupiter moving into your sign in the next few days, because that's going to be there for a year. And yes, I know in the large picture of things, a year isn't that big a deal, but compared to all the little small cycles, what can happen? That's quite a big cycle. And it's not just the fact that Jupiter's going to be sitting in your sign for a year. It's all the things that Jupiter's going to bring in for you, and those things roll into the following years. Okay, so it's a big, new, long, drawn-out cycle. Okay, it's and it's to do with a Two of Spades. Now, the Two of Spades is nearly as young as they are old as you. That's someone who's maybe about 15, 16 years younger than you. It's an air sign, and yeah, they're connected with this new long-term cycle of yours. Now, the Six of Pentacles is talking about bringing balance. Okay, this cycle is going to balance you out. It's going to bring in balance to your life. It might be you bringing balance to them, they're bringing balance to you, and you're both giving the same amount to it. With the Wheel of Fortune coming out, along with the Chariot, it's just kind of luck. We've got luck coming off the end of this old cycle, and this is you carrying that luck over to the new cycle. And luck isn't necessarily an actual energy which emits through the universe. It's just kind of actually being in the right place at the right time. The Wheel of Fortune is turning for you. Whatever this was, you're probably getting the opposite. If that's a a dead-end job you didn't like. This is going to be the job of your dreams. If that was a relationship which has gone down the pan and you didn't feel like the energies you were putting in was quite giving you the energies coming back out of it, this is the opposite. Okay, with that Wheel of Fortune coming out. Now, if that was something really good, or in your eyes, and they've brought it to an end, well, this might be something you don't deem as something really good, but it might go on and become really excellent with the 10 of Pentacles at the end. And we're literally starting with the Ace of Pentacles, working right through to the 10 of Pentacles, the outcome. But let's carry on dealing with these. The Chariot is talking about charging on forward. As I said, this is linked to that Page of Wands. It's an opportunity what presents itself. You jump on board and you're charging on forward with it. It is right at the beginning, though. You may have actually already started this and not realized it. Okay, this could be a crossover. And like, yeah, I sometimes talk about the Two of Pentacles. It's a juggling energy, and I will say it's like the crossover of the Wheel of Fortune. You don't just stop one energy and start another energy. Jupiter doesn't just suddenly come into your sign and everything kicks off. You have all the other stuff. You have like the planets and things leaving your sign as well, or still in your sign, which are gradually departing. So there's this crossover energy. So this could have actually already started for you. Maybe this starting for you is what's actually causing this come to an end. Okay, you could take this as an example that you met this person. You had no intentions of having a relationship with this person, but it happened. Yeah, or it's starting to happen, which is causing this relationship to come to an end. You can't have both of them. Okay. And so the other thing is, this is something against the odds. It's something you never thought was going to happen. Okay, crossing this is the Page of Pentacles, which is an energy of learning. Okay, it's like book learning, academic learning, if you will. It is also a minor energy of spying, checking things out. And in this particular case, if you follow where that page is looking, he's sort of looking down here towards the ending. So the ending of this cycle is teaching you something to take on to the new cycle, something you might have to bring in, something you might have to leave out. That's entirely up to you. You obviously know your life a lot better than I do. I'm just putting on the energies around it at the moment. Right. 10 of Pentacles, the outcome for this, or potential outcome. And I keep saying potential outcome because we all have our own free will. We can all do what we want when we want and get in the way of these energies. Okay, so we got that Two of Pentacles. I talked about the Two of Pentacles being the crossover energy of that Wheel of Fortune. In this particular case, the 10 of Pentacles won't arrive until the crossover energy has finished, until the old energy has dissipated out and it's only the new energy left. Okay, that 10 of Pentacles is talking about having an abundance of wealth. That's what the book meaning says. I tend to see it as an abundance of everything. Okay, it's wealth, it's love, it's happiness, it's joy, it's all the good things. It can be a card of family, okay, and like a big social support group and things like that. And again, I suppose depending on how you look at life, that could be a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of support, a wealth of information. Okay, so we got that Two of Pentacles. I've already talked about that Two of Pentacles being that crossover energy, telling us that this potential outcome will not happen until whatever energy is coming in there is the only energy. Now, it's not always the only energy. I mean, all the old energy has dissipated out and it is the main new energy in the system. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups is talking about emotional fulfillment, emotional happiness, or happy fulfillment. Is putting everything together. You're actually going to feel like you're going to feel love in this particular outcome, and it might be a love you've never really felt before. It might be like sort of like the undying loyalty of your best friend love, more than a romantic love or a family love. It is also a minor arcana of the Star, which I have noticed near the bottom of the deck as I've been putting off the other cards. I have seen glimpses of it, which means it's also linked to your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. Okay, it's not saying that it is your hopes and dreams and wishes coming in, but this is either something which is very close to it, or it's something you may have but dialed for, if you will. You sort of wished this into existence without realizing it. So crossing this is the Page of Swords. And again, the Page of Swords is looking over there. It's looking at the old ending. Okay. And yeah, sometimes it's all about like dramatic news coming in. What's driving this? I'm actually going to say what's driving this is the old ending. It's the drama and the disappointment of the old cycle. Okay, all the expectations of what the old cycle was going to bring, which it hasn't, is now what's driving the expectations of the new cycle. Okay, let's see what's crossing all this. The Queen of Pentacles is the energy crossing all this, and if you remember, the Queen of Pentacles was the crossing energy of the situation. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is a very nice energy. It's a loving, it's a nurturing energy, it's a caring energy, it's a giving energy. But now that if you remember, when it was crossing there, she was holding her pentacle out to the situation. Now she's holding it to herself. She's still showing you it's there. She's still showing you that pentacle you're after, that Ace of Pentacles in this particular case, is viable. It's just not being handed to you as easy as you thought it was going to be handed to you in this particular case. You're going to have to work for it. So let's see what's crossing this. We've got Judgment crossing this, and we have got the whatever that is, the Page of Swords crossing it again. No, it's not crossing it. It's clarifying it. What am I talking about? The Judgment is talking about having a second chance. It's also possibly judging the situation. Okay, we've all been there. We've all been there when a situation has come to an end, whatever that situation is. You've broken up with your best friend. You had a stupid row about something, and they've gone off one way, you've gone off the other way. And yes, there's the potential that you're going to get back together again and be friends again. It could be a relationship. It could be a work issue, as I've pointed out right at the start. But this is kind of like now judging the situation. Okay, it's now thinking, well, mate, was I too harsh? Were they too harsh? Could they have given a little bit more ground? Could I have given a little bit more ground? And you start weighing up all the pros and cons of what actually happened, and you're assessing it, basically. And from assessing it, you're learning from it, and you are sort of maybe implementing what you learn into your future situations. Okay, there is a disappointment about this crossing energy as well. You're crossing reluctantly, shall we say? It's like, yeah, I've got to walk across this bridge, and as soon as you get to the other side, someone's setting light to that bridge, so you can't come back. But either this is someone who's been in your life before and they're coming back, or B, they don't burn the bridge. They just turn their back on it and walk off, which means the option of going back is always there at some point. Crossing this is the crossing card this time. Okay, and sort of driving force between our connecting energy, if you will, our bridging energy, is the Four of Pentacles. What am I talking about? It's not the Four of Pentacles, it's the Four of Wands. It's the Four of Wands. It's an energy of commitment. It's an energy of new starts. Okay, fresh new starts. And I could harp on about the fact that we've just gone into June, and it's like now theoretically summertime, and there's a new start and all that, and the new cycle of Jupiter and committing to that new start. But it's the celebrations of life. It's births, deaths, and marriages. Okay, and they all entail a celebration of some description. And I know you're thinking, well, you don't really celebrate a death. No, you don't, but you do celebrate their life. When their life has finally come full circle, and they've closed the book, so to speak. There's no more chapters in this, and there's no more sequels to it. You celebrate it. You get round with their friends and their family, and you remember the good times and the things that made you laugh and what they used to be like and all that. It is a celebration. Okay. And so, but it's also a commitment energy. You're committing to, I'm going to actually say you're committing to this Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this Queen of Pentacles, this bridging energy could be you. You were offering that pentacle, now you're holding it back. Someone's going to have to work for you or work to get it off you. Or it could be the energy of someone else. Yeah, their pentacle was being freely given to you, but it came with a catch. Where this pentacle might not come with a catch, but you have to earn it from them. It's not a case that you just get offered it. But either way round, you are committing to that. Okay, so that is the end of your read, Cancers. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, that is fantastic. Please hit that thumbs up button and let me know that you liked this video. If you didn't like this video, you can hit the thumbs down button. It's absolutely fine. Either way round, can you let me know in the comments what it was that you liked or disliked about this, or just anything in general in the comments, because that's what the comments are there for, building the community of this channel. Okay, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, I strongly suggest you do so. By doing so, you will be adding your energies to the tarot team part, and it will make reads like this resonate with you on a more personal level in future. Okay, just there somewhere will be coming up a link to help you subscribe to my channel if you need help in any way, shape or form. Just here is going to be a link to a video that YouTube thinks you will enjoy watching next. And just here is going to be a link to the last old and new read I done, which should have been the new moon in Scorpio about 7 or 8 months ago. And that will be linking, because this could possibly be, that was the new moon, that was the new from that particular read. It's now turning to the old, and this will be the new for the next particular read I do. But until you watch both of them, you won't really know. It could be not linked at all, but that's entirely up to you. Okay, until the next time you're watching one of my videos, you'll be good out there.